Hello everyone, it's Robin here, and oh my gosh, I'm excited to see you all. Look, I have put some books into my bookshelves. I'm pretty excited about that. Rod and I have been working really hard on my studio office space down here, and putting the books in is just making it feel like home, and I love it. I still have some organizing to do, but you know, it's a work in progress. Maybe soon we can do a little tour. That would be fun, right? But I thought because the books have started going in, today would be a great day to share a few books that I picked up for March, and I'm pretty excited about these. I'm gonna share my first one here. This is right here. Yes, that's my Kindle, and I love my Kindle. And I love my Kindle cover. It's really fun because I picked a book up and I'm just having so much fun with it. And let's just flip her on right here. It is Legends and Lattes. Oh my gosh. This book is so much fun. So I'm reading it right now. I'll put a cover here so that you can see it better, even though I just love holding my Kindle. And this is deemed as a cozy fantasy. And you know what? It is a cozy fantasy. I've been hearing all about it all over BookTube, and everyone's having a great time reading it. And I thought, you know, I want to jump in and read it too. Now, I haven't read too much fantasy, but I'm really finding that path down there. I read The Irregular Society of Witches in February, which I'll talk about in my next video, which will be updating my reading journal, that would be fun too. I'm excited to do that. But it's taken me down a bit of a rabbit hole, and I'm enjoying every bit of it. So Legends and Lattes is by Travis Baldree, and he's actually a narrator of audiobooks, and then he wrote this book and he also narrates it. So if you get an audiobook, you'll have the author narrating it, which is always kind of fun. But it follows Viv, and Viv is an orc. She's like this big ogre warrior orc, and she wants to give up that life, that warrior life, and build a coffee shop. So the thing about the coffee shop is where she's building it, no one knows what coffee is. So that makes that really fun. So you see her gathering people in to help her, and they're making all these decisions about building this coffee shop. No one knows what coffee is, but you know, it's just a fun, good time. So people usually are afraid of the big orc, but she moved to the cosmopolitan city, so she's kind of blending in a little bit, and we meet a lot of great characters. And I'm really enjoying this book. I'm reading it right now on my Kindle. I am not through with it yet, but yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Oh my gosh, I have some more books here. Check these out. Because the next book is my Book of the Month club book. Now my box is a little skinnier because I picked just one book this month. It's also very empty because I started reading it. This book arrived on a Saturday. Well, let me show you which one it is. We have it. It is Wayward by Amelia Hart. Oh my gosh, this cover is gorgeous. Check it out. So this cover is just gorgeous. I think it's this green color that I love so much, but we have a lot to look at here. We have a crow going on in the front. I love all birds. We have mushrooms, we have fruit growing in the trees, and then we have a lot of insects, which could be creepy, but I think it really works for this cover. Yeah, totally works. So let's check the back of it out. That's really beautiful too. I love this color green. We have some florals going on. This just screams spring to me. I think this is why too I was attracted to it. I was so excited when this book came up and I picked it from Book of the Month. And again, it came on Saturday. I immediately opened and started reading. So I'm gonna open the jacket so we can see the book. It's green with kind of a cream spine going on here. And let's see how many pages this book has. She has, let's see, 323. So that should be a very fun read. And so far it is. Oh, here's my bookmark. I didn't get too far yet, but this is my Book of the Month club bookmark. I'm a great judge of characters. Yes. So there we have it. Yes, love this. So this is Amelia Hart's debut novel, and it actually releases today, March 7th. So that's pretty exciting. I was able to get an advanced copy because Book of the Month does offer advanced copies of some books. So, you know, you can get it early and start reading it, which I did because it came on Saturday. I got the box, opened it, immediately started reading it. Much to Rod's chagrin because he was working down here and I was sitting upstairs reading. So nice of him to do that. He came up, caught me, I had to get back to work. But I'm enjoying this book so far. Let me get my glasses and I'll tell you a little bit about it. So Wayward is a cottage, and this book follows three women across 5 centuries of women. And the first one is 2019, and we follow Kate. And Kate is leaving her London home and a very abusive relationship to go to Wayward Cottage. So she's hiding out. She's leaving the situation and she's totally hiding out. And Wayward Cottage, she inherited from a great aunt, but she barely remembers this great aunt. So what's going on with this cottage and what's going to happen when she's there? We go back to 1619 and we follow Alpha, who is awaiting trial for the murder of a local farmer. So this is during the witch trials. So we get to see all about the witch trials and what happens there. So when Alpha was a girl, her mother taught her some magic, but it's not like spell casting magic. It's the magic of knowing about the natural world and that type of thing. So we get that essence. This is all connected to this Wayward Cottage too. Then we go up to 1942, where we follow a young girl, Violet. It's during World War II, and she's trapped in her family's grand crumbling estate, but she's a little odd, and her father does not ever let her leave the grounds. She talks to animals and insects and all that kind of thing, and we see it from her eyes. She doesn't understand that she's odd. She thinks that's not how everybody is. So all of this, the only traces, I'm going to read this part here. The only traces Violet has of her mother has passed away, is a locket bearing the initial W and the word Wayward. So all of these women in these generations are connected to this Wayward Cottage, and I'm really excited to read this. And the cover will look really pretty on the bookshelf too, don't you think? Love it. The next book I have here is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. I picked this up off of Amazon. I was looking at so many books and this kept coming up in my recommendations and it looked very intriguing. Check out this cover. This is a great cover too. I love the design of this. It's very striking with just the black and the red, and this is more of a cream. It's not really white. And there's this coyote fox situation happening. I'm sure that might have something to do with the book. What do you think? Probably. So this is really nice. And then the other side is this way. 4 unlikely friends, a shocking murder. Welcome to the Thursday Murder Club. I love, love, love this. Thrilling, moving, laugh out loud, such a pleasurable read. I laughed my arse off. So this one says, a properly funny murder mystery steeped in Agatha Christie. So you can't go wrong there, right? I hope not, right? So let's look under the cover. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And here's the spine of this book. So this is silver. That's really pretty. Oh, I love this. And I noticed this too, the covers, the page covers on the inside. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love it. So I think it's probably the same then on the back, right? No, yes it is. Here we go. Yes. So this is a used book, and I do like purchasing used books from Amazon. I'll go into other copies because I love having hardbound books, and sometimes you can't get them necessarily, or they're more expensive if you get them brand new. But if you find some used copies, you know, this one's in great shape, and I saved a lot of money and I get a great book. Cool. So this is the first of 4 in the Thursday Murder Club series. So I'm pretty excited about that because if I enjoy this, that means I have 3 more to go to read. And I love a good series. Definitely love a good series. And this one here follows 4 friends, Elizabeth, Joyce, Abraham, and Ron. They're a little bit different than what we usually read about. So let me read you this first part here. It says, in a peaceful retirement village, 4 unlikely friends meet up once a week to investigate unsolved murders. So they're in a retirement village, which I find it really cool. They're meeting, they're doing things. It's giving me the vibes of Only Murders in the Building. If you watch that show with Steve Martin and Martin Short and Selena Gomez. It was a great show. It was very funny, and I loved it. So this whole podcasting thing going on these days. So they meet up once a week to solve these murders, and of course what happens? A real murder happens on their doorstep. So they all get together to try to solve it. So this just sounds like fun. It says it's utterly charming and very, very clever. So I am getting really great vibes from this book. I'm looking to see how many pages is in here. That's the acknowledgement. So like 377 pages. So this should be a great time. And I'm really looking forward to this. Love a good cozy mystery. Okay, let's check out the next book. So when I was looking into all of these other mysteries, this one popped up and wow, did this one intrigue me? Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. It is very intriguing, but check out this cover. So here we have Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, and yeah, look at that. So this kept popping up in my Amazon recommendations, and I think probably because I was looking up the Thursday Murder Club and other cozy mysteries. This one popped up, and it just struck me as fun. I don't know. I just love this cover. I love this blue color, and I think the red is nice against it. And the title is just insane. Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. So total cover buy. But, you know, I'm not going to apologize for that. So we have all kinds of craziness happening on this cover with the hatchets and axes and knives and grenades and all kinds of things, poisons and everything else. So this should be a good time. The spine is the same there. That's really cool. I like how they killed the red just in a few places, and the back is actually the same, so that looks really fun too. Yeah, look at that. So let's check out what's going on here. Oh, it's all red, and that has silver going on the spine. So this one is not a used book. I think I bought this one new because it was just released. So I don't think there was any used copies, but like I said before, I do like to buy the used copies when I can because you save some money. This one has 367 pages, and this says Ernest Cunningham's 10 Easy Steps to Write Crime Like You Lived in the 1930s and Golden Age of Your Golden Page, How to Write a Mystery is available for $1.99 online. Now, we'll talk about this in a minute, but Ernest Cunningham is who this book follows, so that should be interesting. And this is Benjamin Stevenson, award-winning and stand-up comedian and author. Oh, okay. I didn't know he was a stand-up comedian. I wonder if I've heard him. So, yeah, that's really cool. Okay, I'll have to look into him. So this book looks really fun, you know, for a murder. Isn't that cover awesome? I love it. It's so ominous. Okay, let me read just a little blurb off the back, and then I'll tell you a little more what it's about. Everyone in my family has killed someone. Some of us, the high achievers, have killed more than once. I think that's the first sentence in the book too, which I find fun. I love reading first sentences of books. I don't know if I ever told you that, but it's one of my favorite things. I love how books start and their first sentences always mean something. This one catches you. This one definitely catches you. So this one follows Ernie Cunningham, and he's a crime fiction aficionado. So again, we get back to that murder mystery podcast situation, right? So he's a crime fiction aficionado, and he's a reluctant guest at the family reunion. Well, his family reunion is with this big, notorious crime family. See, everyone in my family has killed someone. And it says, now Ernie's brother is being released from prison. They're all gathering together to welcome him home. And if that isn't bad enough, it's taking place, of course, at a remote mountain resort. So we tick. We just ticking off. I was going to say check and tick, but we're checking and ticking off all the things in a great murder mystery, right? So there is a body that appears, and they have to figure it out, what is going on. Did somebody in the family kill him? So Ernie's on top of this. So the top of this says, Knives Out and Clue meet Agatha Christie and the Thursday Murder Club in this fiendishly clever blend of classic and modern murder mystery. Oh my gosh, I love that. So I think this book was released just the end of last year. Let's check this out. I think it was 2022. So it's fairly new. I haven't heard anybody talking about this book, but I ran across it probably because I was looking at the Thursday Murder Club. It just kept popping up. So yeah, it was published in 2022. So this will be really fun. I am so excited to read this. So these are the 4 books I have. I have Wayward, the Thursday Murder Club, Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. So I've got some great mysteries, some cozy mysteries here. And of course, I have my beloved Kindle going on, Legends and Lattes. So I am reading 2 books right now. And how I do that is on my Kindle, I tend to read this at night because, you know, it's lit and that type of thing. And I take this on the go with me. So if I'm going someplace, I'm always reading. And then other times during the day, I'll read like this book. So I do that. I can read 2 books at a time that way, but when one of them starts taking over, then I just, you know, finish it, because, you know, that's what happens with books. Oh my gosh. I am loving all these books. Let me know down below, what are you reading right now? I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!